I run SaaSCan, and we do SaaS metrics research and mentoring for startups and customer success advisory for Scaleups. Oh goodness, I see lots of challenges in the early days. I would say, first of all, being aware of what customers want and actually talking to customers before building a product. Sometimes people fall so in love with the product they're building, they forget that step. So that's the first one. I would also say thinking early about what to measure so that you know you're on the right path and you can course correct early. In SaaS, we're lucky, there are an awful lot of SaaS metrics, and so just knowing what to look at early so that you're ensuring you're on the right path. Maybe I'll just share context first and then talk about a couple challenges. So I actually am an accidental entrepreneur. I started my own company in university because I wanted to fund my way through school. And I ended up doing 4 degrees, so I was glad to have funding for that. And then I was an intrapreneur working for larger companies, IBM and Kinaxis here, PTC, and really just building new kind of departments, divisions, programs in those companies. And then 5 years ago, launched SaaSCan. And challenges were many. I think when I kind of came full circle and launched my second venture, 2 things surprised me. One, the amount of time it took to find kind of product market fit, or in my case, service market fit. Had months without paying customers and thought, what have I done? And so I see, often founders face that challenge too of SaaS startups looking for, okay, where's my first customer? Just that mountain of sales. And then, I would say the second thing is probably just understanding kind of the gaps in your own skill set. For me, I went from being an executive, very much generalist, a large team of people, executive assistant, and when you're an entrepreneur and a startup founder, you're doing everything. And so just being okay with that. Be a generalist, figure out your IT, figure out all of the things you need to work on. I would say treat every screw up as the opportunity to learn an amazing new lesson. The bigger the screw up, the more you're going to learn, and embrace it. Like when you're in it, it feels horrible. But then just embrace it and say, what do I need to learn? How am I going to get over this? Who can help me? And the bigger it is, the more memorable it will be.
And not letting that get you down.
No.
Resilience is so important when you're an entrepreneur.
You are 100% right. And that was something that I had to shift my thinking on early on. My first couple of pitches for this business didn't go well. I priced things incorrectly, and I was really getting frustrated with myself until I said, shift it, embrace it. Wow, awesome, I screwed up. Yay, I get to learn a lesson. And you're right, you need to just have that mindset of resilience and trying new things. I thought about what's going to bring my customers value. What is really going to bring them value, and how can I show that? What is that going to do to their business, and how can I make it win-win? So if they win for the value they're going to receive from what I'm doing, I should win too. And the bigger their value, pricing, I shouldn't be embarrassed to have a great price if they're getting a ton of value. And so for product, I do services, but for product companies, you can think about what is it in your product that delivers value to customers and monetize that. That's what I would say. Especially now, over the last 5 years, what I'm seeing is an incredible movement supporting underrepresented founders to get funding. So a ton of amazing organizations. I'm part of SheBoot, 6-week pitch camp for female founders. There's Backbone Angels, the 51. There are many, many organizations, including NACO, who's supporting this. And I'm seeing a groundswell movement. It's a huge mountain to climb, but I'm seeing progress. And that is what I'm most optimistic about.